Okay, so M5 back again, part 2, idioms of the body, carrying on. So the first one we did, give me the cold shoulder. Give me the cold shoulder means you don't talk to someone if you upset them anymore, or you are upset with somebody or something, so you give them the cold shoulder. And B, I didn't understand anything. It went completely over my head. It went completely over my head. And B means you don't understand anything. Teacher Debbie was talking and talking in the English lesson, and it went completely over my head. You didn't understand a word I was saying in the English lesson. It went completely over my head. Just literally, whoosh, it went over my head. I had no idea what Teacher Debbie was talking about. Next ones, guess the meaning in context. Sarah has had her hands full, working 2 jobs and taking care of the children. Sarah has had her hands full, working 2 jobs and taking care of the children. That just simply means to have too many things to do. She's very, very busy. Have your hands full, to be very, very busy. And B, really, you won the lottery? You must be pulling my leg. Really, you won the lottery? You must be pulling my leg. And have a look at this picture. There are 3 guys talking here, and someone's pulling his leg. So what does it mean? Pulling my leg. It simply means to tease someone, to joke with someone, or just tease them for fun. Just jest, tease, joking. We say, you must be pulling my leg. You're joking, right? You won the lottery. Seriously? Okay, here we go. So let's create some sentences for each image. A, to have one's hands full means to be very busy. Look, she looks very, very busy. So let's create the sentence. My sentence. She has her hands full with the company reports. She has her hands full with the company reports. And B, oh dear, looks like she's in a temper with him. They're not talking to each other. So, she has given him the cold shoulder. Given someone the cold shoulder. When you're not talking to each other. Look, says it all in this picture. So, my sentence. She gave her husband the cold shoulder after their fight. She gave her husband the cold shoulder after their fight. And C, go over one's head. To go over one's head. I didn't understand a word Teacher Debbie was talking about in English today. It went right over my head. So, for this picture, I would use the sentence, the maths homework or the English homework went over her head. The maths homework or the English homework went over her head. And D, pull someone's leg. When you pull someone's leg, play a trick, or you tease, or you try to deceive somebody in a playful way, just for fun. Nothing serious. It's a simple, playful gesture to pull someone's leg. So, my sentence would be, for an example, John pulled the president's leg by stepping on the scale when he was weighing himself. John pulled the president's leg by stepping on the scale when he was weighing himself. Because there's some guys here trying to tread on the weighing scales at the same time as John. Okay, on to the next ones. So these are some practices using some of the idioms. 1st of April is April Fool's Day. Everyone plays jokes or teases in a playful way a friend or family member. On this day, people pull one another's legs. So, I would ask the question, has anyone ever pulled your leg? Has anyone ever pulled your leg? Or, have you ever pulled someone else's leg? Have you ever pulled someone else's leg? So now we're going to match some idioms containing the word ear. Match each idiom to the meaning. Each idiom contains the word ear. Part of the body, part of the anatomy, ear. Play something by ear. When you play something by ear, which is the meaning? This one. To not make plans, but instead make a decision based upon what happens. Play something by ear. You not make any serious plans. You just make a decision based on what happens. Thai people are actually quite good at playing something by ear. Don't like to make any plan, but quite invariably or quite often you like to just go and turn up at someone else's house. So, it doesn't mean that you're not invited, but you've made no plans. You just make a decision based on what happens during the day. And the next one, in one ear and out the other. In one ear and out the other means you hear something to be heard, but it's immediately forgotten. Oh, Teacher Debbie told me that yesterday, but it's gone in this ear and out the other. Yesterday we learned the A to Z of clothes in English class, but it's gone in one ear and out the other. You've heard what's been said and what's been taught, but it's immediately been forgotten. And the next one, to be all ears. To be all ears. If you are all ears, like this dog here with great big ears in the picture, you listen very, very carefully. So I could say M5, please listen, be all ears. I want you to listen to me very carefully today. Listen very carefully today. Okay, another idiom. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. What do you think this means? Look, in this picture, one monkey, two monkeys, three monkeys, everyone scratching each other's backs. What can that mean? A picture of three monkeys scratching their backs. What can it mean? You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So it simply means if you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, if you help me, I will help you. When do you think people use this expression the most? When do you think people use this expression the most? You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. If you help me, I'll help you. When do you think people use this expression the most? Did anyone do something for you and you then in turn do something for them? What was it? Did you do something for you? Did you do something for somebody else and then they in turn helped you back? What was it? That is an example of you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. So now we have some examples to complete and fill in the gaps using sentences from the idioms we've just learned in the previous slides. Stop screaming at the top of you're giving me a headache. Stop screaming at the top of you're giving me a headache. So which one would we use here? Stop screaming at the top of your lungs. Stop screaming at the top of your lungs. You're giving me a headache. Next one, number 2. You can start your speech now. Everyone is all. You can start your speech now. Everyone is all ears. To be all ears. It means everyone is listening. You can start your speech now. Everyone is all ears. Number 3. She had butterflies in her before the big audition. She had butterflies in her before the big audition. She had butterflies in her stomach. She had butterflies in her stomach before the big audition. And the last one here on this picture, number 4, he taught his daughter to know his cell phone number by. He taught his daughter to know his cell phone number by. The last one must be heart. When you learn something by heart, you can memorize it, like the A to Z of body, or the A to Z of clothes, or the A to Z of countries, or the A to Z of brands, or the A to Z of capital cities. If you learn every letter by heart, you can recite them without even thinking. Okay, next one. Some more sentence examples. I don't think I can do it. I have cold. I don't think I can do it. I have cold feet. I have cold feet. When you're scared of doing something, you have cold feet. I don't think I can do it. I have cold feet. So you put it off and you forget the idea. I'm keeping my crossed that you'll do well. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you'll do well. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that you'll do well. And number 7, he picked the doctor's brain. He picked the doctor's brain about his illnesses. Here they are in this picture here, talking about his x-ray. He picked the doctor's brain about his illnesses. He wanted to know more about the details of what his illnesses were. And the next one, number 8. He doesn't enjoy his job these days. I can tell that his isn't in it anymore. He doesn't enjoy his job these days. I can tell that his heart. I can tell that his heart isn't in it anymore. He doesn't enjoy his job these days. I can tell that his heart isn't in it anymore. Number 9. She gave me the cold after she found out that I had lied to her. She gave me the cold after she had found out that I had lied to her. She gave me the cold shoulder. She gave me the cold shoulder after she had found out that I had lied to her. Oh, 2 number 9. Sorry about that. Next one. The chemistry lesson went completely over my... The chemistry lesson went completely over my head. The chemistry lesson went completely over my head. I understood nothing. Okay, and this is the last slide on the example sentences. Number 11. I'm sorry I can't help you. My are full this week. I'm sorry I can't help you. My hands are full this week. My hands are full this week. I'm sorry I can't help you. My hands are full this week. It means you've just got too much on. Your schedule is full. I cannot teach any more this week. I'm sorry. My hands are full this week. My timetable is full. I'm too busy. And number 12. Please tell me that you are pulling my... Please tell me that you are pulling my leg. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Please tell me that you're pulling my leg about that. It's not a serious story, is it? Please tell me that you are pulling my leg. The lecture went in one and out the other. The lecture went in one ear and out the other. Let's make a deal. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Let's make a deal. You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Okay, so now we have completed the idioms on anatomy and body.